With just $1,000 to spend, here's what gaming projectors I'd pick. BenQ GP100A. This portable beast surprised me with how seamlessly it turns any room into a gaming setup without needing a permanent mount. In my tests, hooking it up to a Nintendo Switch for hours of Mario Kart, the 1080p image stayed sharp and colorful even on an 80-inch throw, though this 26ms input lag meant it felt more casual than competitive. Fine for fun sessions, but a step behind dedicated gaming projectors like the TH671SD in responsiveness. The built-in 20-watt speakers pumped out impressively clear audio that filled the space without distortion, and it barely warmed up or got noisy under load, making it a joy for portable use. But 1000 lumens brightness struggled in brighter rooms where I cranked it to max and still noticed washout. Its USB-C power bank compatibility let me game outdoors without outlets, which was a game changer for impromptu parties. Though build quality felt sturdy, but not rugged enough for constant travel. This was perfect for casual gamers or movie buffs who prioritize easy portability and smart streaming over top-tier brightness and speed. BenQ TH671SD. This short-throw champ completely owns small spaces by delivering a massive 100-inch image from just 5 feet away, redefining what budget gaming projection can do. When I fired up fast-paced shooters like Doom on it, the ultra-low 16ms input lag made every shot feel instant and precise, outpacing the GB100A's responsiveness hands down, while the 300 nits lumens kept colors vibrant and details crisp even with some ambient lights sneaking in. I didn't expect it to handle daytime gaming this well. The fan noise stayed whisper quiet during marathon sessions without overheating the unit, and its lightweight build made setup a breeze, though the 10-watt speaker was just okay for immersion, often pushing me to pair external audio unlike the GB100A's robust built-ins. In darker rooms, shadow details in movies pop with solid contrast, but it lacks smart OS features, so you're tethering devices more often. Grab this if you're a serious gamer in a compact setup who needs brightness and low lag over portability perks. If I had $1,000, I'd buy the BenQ TH671SD for its superior input lag and brightness that make intense gaming sessions feel more immersive and versatile in varied lighting. If I had $2,000 to spend, these would be my top gaming projector choices. BenQ X3100i. This beast redefines big screen gaming at $2,000 by packing an ultra-low latency that makes every twitch feel instant. In my tests, firing it up for hours of Cyberpunk 2077 on a 120-inch screen, I was blown away by how the 4-lit light source kept colors popping with 100% DCI-P3 coverage without washing out in ambient light, though the contrast dipped in a bit in darker scenes compared to pricier laser models. The built-in speakers delivered punchy audio that surprised me for a projector, but the fan noise under load was noticeable during quiet moments, lagging behind this whisper-quiet operation of some competitors. Vertical edge shift made setup a breeze in my living room, avoiding distortion that plagues fixed-throw units. It's perfect for serious gamers who want console-level responsiveness and movie night versatility without breaking the bank. ViewSonic X2 to 4K. This one's a game-changer for Xbox setups, turning any wall into a responsive 100-inch battlefield with its short-throw magic that fits tight spaces effortlessly. I hooked it up to my Series X and ran Forza Horizon 5 for marathon sessions, loving the sharp 4K HDR visuals and 4.2ms lag that kept control snappy. But the brightness felt a tad dimmer in lit rooms versus brighter rivals, making daytime gaming less vibrant. The Harman Kardon speakers impressed with clear, immersive sound that filled the room better than expected, though heat build up after extended play made it warmer to the touch than cooler LED options I've tested. Portability shines here with its compact design, but the lack of lens shift meant more keystone fiddling. Grab this if you're an Xbox diehard prioritizing easy placement and built-in smarts over peak brightness for casual multiplayer nights. If I had $2,000, I'd stand the BenQ X3100i for its superior brightness and color accuracy that elevated both gaming and movies in varied lighting. Here's what I would buy if I only had $2,500 to spend on a gaming projector. Hisense C2 Ultra. This projector completely blew me away with its portability, turning any room into a gaming haven without the hassle of fixed setups. In my tests, I hauled it between my living room and the backyard for marathon sessions on Xbox Series X, and it stayed remarkably cool even after hours of 4K gameplay at 120Hz, with the GBL speakers pumping out impressive sound that didn't need extras. The optical zoom and gimbal made adjustments effortless, delivering vibrant colors and low latency around 4.3ms at 1080p that outpaced bulkier models I've tried, though the blacks lifted a bit in super dark scenes compared to dedicated theater projectors. Heat and noise were non-issues, but it shines brightest in moderately lit spaces where its 3000 lumens hold up better than dimmer rivals. It's perfect for casual gamers who value flexibility and want a seamless Xbox experience on the go without compromising on big screen thrills. Next we go Aurora Pro. The Aurora Pro stunned me by punching above its weight in black levels, making dark game scenes feel truly cinematic in a compact USD form that fits tight spaces. I set it up inches from the wall for a 120-inch display and dug into PS5 titles like Call of Duty, where the ultra-low 8ms input lag at 1080p 1240Hz kept everything snappy and responsive, with no ghosting to ruin the flow. Its Dolby Vision support brought out rich contrast in HDR content that edged out brighter but less nuanced projectors I've tested, though it faltered at had well-lit rooms compared to high lumen beasts. The built-in 60-watt speakers surprised me with decent punch for gaming audio, and it ran quietly under load, but portability takes a hit since it's best left stationary. This was ideal for serious gamers in dedicated dark rooms who prioritize immersion and low-latency performance over all-day versatility. If I had $2,500, I'd snag the Hisense C2 Ultra for its superior portability and brightness that make it more adaptable to real-world gaming scenarios across different environments. If my budget was $3,000, these are the gaming projectors I'd go for. Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB. This one completely redefines the big screen gaming at this price by punching way above its weight in contrast and color depth. In my tests, running everything from dark horror titles to fast-paced shooters for hours on end, it stayed remarkably cool with minimal heat buildup, and the fan noise was a soft hum that never pulled me out of the immersion. Though I noticed the lamp gets a bit dimmer over long sessions compared to laser rivals. The pixel shifting tip delivers sharp, vibrant visuals that make game worlds pop with excellent black levels for moody atmospheres, but it's capped at 60 Hz, so competitive play feels a tad sluggish against speedier options, and portability is meh due to its hefty build. Honestly, the screen quality ruined at cheaper projectors for me, with its accurate colors right out of the box, perfect for casual gamers in dedicated dark rooms who prioritize cinematic immersion over raw speed. Valerian Vision Master Pro 2. This laser beast surprised me by blending lifestyle ease with a serious gaming muscle, making it stand out in a crowded field. I pushed it through marathon sessions of high frame rate action games, and it ran whisper quiet with barely any warmth, while the built-in sound actually held up without needing extra speakers, though I had to tweak colors a bit for true accuracy in brighter environments. Its triple laser brightness crushes ambient light better than lane-based competitors, delivering punchy HDR that makes explosions feel alive. But the chrome design adds some weight that hurts portability compared to slimmer models. I didn't expect such low input lag at higher refresh rates. It handled 1080p at 240Hz like a champ for twitchy esports, ideal for competitive gamers who want a versatile setup that doubles as a home entertainment hub without constant maintenance. If I had $3,000, I'd snag the Valerian Vision Master Pro 2 for its laser longevity, lower lag and brighter performance that edges out the Epson in mixed lighting and fast gaming scenarios. Let's dream big. If I had infinite money to spend on gaming projectors, these would be my picks. Epson Home Cinema LS11000. This beast redefines high-end projection with its laser-sharp 4K clarity that makes every pixel pop without breaking a sweat. In my tests, I threw everything at it, from intense HDR movie marathons to fast-paced PS5 sessions, and it stayed cool and quiet, barely whispering even after hours of use, though the fan did pick up a bit under heavy gaming load. The brightness holds up impressively semi-lit rooms, outshining older lamp models I've used, but I noticed some black level crushing dark seas that make the tweak settings more than I'd like compared to pricier DLP rivals. Gaming felt responsive with under 20ms lag at 4K 60Hz, surprising me for a home cinema focus, yet it lacks VRR, which occasionally stutter high frame action if you're building a dedicated theater for movies with occasional gaming and want reliable longevity without bulb spots. This is your pick over flashier but finniger options. Valerian Vision Master Max. This one shocked me as the ultimate no-compromises machine, blending cinema-grade colors with gaming chops that rival dedicated rigs. I cranked it up for Cyberpunk 2077 at 4K 60Hz, and the 15ms lag made controls feel buttery smooth, while the triple laser setup kept heat minimal and noisy non-existent during all light sessions. Honestly, it ran cooler than my old DLP favorites. The massive brightness and dynamic contrast blew away dimmer competitors in ambient light, but I did spot minor rainbow artifacts in high-motion scenes that bugged my eyes more than LCD alternatives. Portability isn't its strong suit given the size, yet the motorized lens shift made setup a breeze compared to manual fiddling on other high-ends I've wrestled with. Grab this if you're a serious gamer who demands top-tier HDR visuals and low-latency thrills if a premium home setup, especially over bulkier cinema-only projectors. If I had unlimited budget, I'd buy the Valerian Vision Master Max for its superior gaming responsiveness and brighter, more vibrant performance that edges out the Epson in mixed-use scenarios. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best gaming projectors for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.